Hi everyone. Today we're going to discuss another interesting topic, and that is why every problem is not meant to be solved. We're often told that every problem has a solution, that if something is difficult, unstable, or not working, it just hasn't been fixed yet. But what happens if that assumption is wrong? What happens if something isn't broken, but simply doesn't fit the model that we designed for it? In many areas of life, technology, healthcare, employment, systems are built with a very specific assumption. The reality can be simplified, stabilized, and optimized. Then, if we design the system well enough, everything will eventually align. But reality doesn't actually work like that. Reality is not uniform, it is not stable, and it's not reducible to a single pattern. So today I will show you as well a few diagrams in order to explain what I mean by comparing those ideas, reality versus optimization. But the core concept of it is that there is a fundamental mismatch. Systems are designed around predictability, consistency, and efficiency, but humans are none of those things in a strict sense. Humans are variable, context dependent, and constantly changing. And that's not an edge case. That's a baseline of what reality is. So here we can see the first diagram, and we can see that most systems are built as if the left side is true. As if there is a standard human model and anything outside of it is a deviation. But in reality, there is no stable default human. There is only variation. So the issue isn't that systems fail to handle edge cases. The issue is that they were built as if humans could be reduced to one. You can see this clearly in how different systems interact. For example, in healthcare, you might be told to pace yourself to adapt to work with your condition. But then in employment, you are expected to be consistent, predictable, and continuously productive, even when those expectations directly contradict medical reality. So we end up in a situation where one system says, adapt to reality, and another one says, reality must adapt to the system. And the system doesn't question itself. It assumes failure is coming from the individual. So we can see now in diagram 2 that this isn't a personal failure, it's a system conflict. Two models of reality that cannot both be true at the same time. And this is where optimization becomes important, because systems are not neutral. They're built to optimize specific things like productivity, efficiency, scalability. But optimization always comes with a trade-off. When you optimize for a narrow set of metrics, you start to compress everything else. You simplify reality to make it measurable, and in doing so, you begin to lose parts of it. In diagram 3, this is basically what optimization does. It doesn't just improve systems, but it reshapes what the system is able to see. And anything that doesn't fit those dimensions becomes invisible, or treated as a problem. Reality itself is not broken. It doesn't need to be fixed or optimized. It's inherently complex, multidimensional, and sometimes constrained in ways that don't go away. And that matters because things like, let's say, neurodiversity or chronic illness or identity are not problems to be solved. Humans are not problems to be solved. They are part of reality. And the problem arises when systems are built as if they shouldn't exist. When a system assumes that all humans can be reduced to one model, it doesn't just exclude people, it distorts reality itself. And over time, that distortion has consequences, because systems that ignore reality don't become more efficient, they become more fragile. Therefore, they require more control, more enforcement, more corrections, more fixes, and more patches, just to maintain the illusion that the model is working. So maybe the question isn't how do we fix every problem? Um, but maybe we could rephrase it into something like, are we trying to fix something that was never broken to begin with? And maybe the goal isn't to make people fit systems, but to build systems that begin with people as they actually are. So thank you so much for listening. I hope that that was interesting. I hope that you learned something new today. Have a lovely day and take care.